We've taken HVAC companies from 10 trucks to 50 trucks.
One truck to 50 trucks.
One truck to 50.
We've done it.
And they kick ass. Hey there, guys. Nolen and Jason here with HVAC Webmasters.
Howdy.
Today's title is HVAC Marketing and the Texas Two-Step. And part of this, just to illustrate, I mean, it's complicated because guys get confused on all the propaganda and marketing out there.
Right. There's so many people selling you little widgets or something for your marketing that really don't amount to much, but it feels like it's like this overwhelming pile of tools and garbage.
There's some complexity, but it's not that hard, really. So if the Texas Two-Step, I'll say, and we'll go over these two things, is the traditional essentials on SEO, traditional high-end essentials, and then combined with daily digital branded signaling.
Right.
And that is the whole show. Now, within that, there's a lot going on, and I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter so that we can kind of just dive into it. But you cannot ignore it. Now, one thing that we've seen in the last several years is people begin ignoring, because they are so confused, they'll just not do a good website anymore and leave it there, or go, oh, got one. And
10 years ago, every website was bad.
Right.
And we had to make one better one. And gradually over time, websites got better. We saw people with decent websites coming in, and we were just making some mild improvements. And then in the last couple of years, it's gone back to like it was 10 years ago.
People trying to get, it's gone back to where people just aren't doing much. Yeah. And they've gone opposite what they should do. And a lot of that's because they're hearing all this advertising about buying a lead or doing other things, and they forgot about their own brand. Yeah. So it was always their own brand. It's just the algorithms leaned straight into that to the point that I wouldn't call it SEO anymore. I'd call it branded signaling.
Right.
So it's a digital branded signaling. And then if you understand that concept, you're like, okay, so wait a minute. If I put up a basic website and leave it and only get reviews, then I've got very one-dimensional branded signaling.
Right.
Is that enough to show up in ranking in a competitive marketplace for what's still the biggest thing ever in existence for HVAC companies to market on, or any small business? The answer is no, it's not enough.
Right.
So, and to evidence that it's not enough, you want to be like the current people in Pack 3 mapping.
Right.
That's who you're hoping to be, but I'm telling you, and I've said this before, it is literally just a narrative in your head as to why you're not there. Negativity, judgment, hate, fear. I said this before. I'll keep saying it. It bothers me on that level. I know that's why guys don't dominate online.
Yeah.
Well,
we see it all the time. They come to us, and they've already decided that I can't beat that guy.
I can't beat that guy.
Because he's been up top for 10 years. I can't beat that guy.
Or like, well, I have a website. Can you just sprinkle some HVAC Webmasters?
Some pixie dust on it and make it work better?
Y'all got that special Texas barbecue sauce to, just glop that on top of. And it's like, no, man.
Nolen's SEO rub. Okay, I'm making a T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't like the Nolen ain't rubbing nobody for no reason. Not my clients anyway. That ain't gonna happen. But people think they're doing stuff. It is your whole brand. So that traditional high end, you can't neglect it. So you come up with a website that already doesn't work and go, could you please make this trash sing and dance?
Can you please make this trash smell sweet?
Well, I like the look of my trash. I like the look of it. So, but Google doesn't call me, so just put some of that special Texas rub on there and make it work. And so, for me, like you've got to realize that your branded signaling starts there still. Yeah. Still starts there. And most people still to this day have a horrible website, a horrible digital branded signaling. And so that part of it's got to be done. You need the best website still today.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that whenever people move on to the next big thing they're talking about, whether they moved on to talk about funneling or they moved on to talk about social media, whatever, that next big thing is in addition to everything you were doing before.
Everything
you were doing before becomes part of the baseline.
Right.
And you still have to do every bit of it.
And I don't have a problem with any social media. I tell guys this. In fact, we'll help coach them on how to get dominant on that if they want to go that, but that is the second step.
Right.
It's very difficult for you to go on any social media platform by itself and have your brand begin to get daily call volume.
Yeah.
Now, once the brand is popping, your website's being tended to daily, literally daily changes with things like data pins and digital branded signaling, then you can go onto social media platforms and give bumps not only to that effort on Google, Bing, and AI, but also a little bit off of that social media channel. But that social media channel by itself, unless you're God's gift to social media, will probably not give you a return on investment. And almost everybody listening to me knows what I'm talking about already.
Yeah.
But what almost everybody listening does not know is what it's like to participate in what we call the big show.
Right. Right.
Showing up for literally thousands of keywords on Google, being in Pack 3 mapping more often than not, and then your phone rings every day. You think it might be nice. You think you might want that. You'd like to be like the other three people, but you don't put
You
forth.
really don't have any idea yet.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we get a client who at one time ranked well for whatever reason.
Yep.
And they'll come to us, well, this website used to be great, and I don't know what happened. And especially, we've had more of that in the past year with the changes, the helpful content. Excuse me, I actually flubbed it this time. Yeah. Helpful content update and all that stuff. And fortunately, we've been able to help several of those people.
Right.
But most people really don't know how much of a difference it makes.
It's the companies run around with 10 trucks, 40 trucks, 50 trucks. We've taken HVAC companies from 3 million to 18 million, more probably. There's just, we don't hear the numbers from everybody all the time. So people from 10 trucks to 50 trucks, and it like literally is
one truck to 50 trucks.
One truck to 50.
We've done it.
Literally all off of organic optimization. And then that guy starts at one truck.
Yeah.
Still can get into Pack 3 mapping today because you have better digital brand signaling. So let's talk about that for a minute. You put up the website, you do it better, and you still don't move. But you can't start without that, and you're getting a few calls, but you're hurting. You're running around in your truck. You got one or two or three guys, and one of them sitting at home this week, right?
Right.
And so you're like, oh.
And putting up that good website was not the wrong move. It was just insufficient on its own.
Right.
Yeah.
Just not enough on its own to do. So now what's changed is the Texas two-step. We still do the other stuff, but then you add data pins to it, which is a product that we own outright, not in a different company, and it's not white labeled. It's our product that we conceptualize, and it sends daily digital branded signaling. So the uniqueness inherent within your daily activities is not only the best content to show to Google, but the other stuff is spammy at this point, meaning we just picked up a client yesterday who had put in like 1,500 AI blog pages.
Oh, my God.
We had to go take them all out.
Yeah.
Another location too close to the other one, I might add. Not going for the primary. They're going from one city down below and one city up above instead of the primary.
You told me yesterday when you signed the guy up that it was a mess, but I hadn't read the notes.
It's enough of a mess that I spent half an hour on the phone talking about it.
Yeah.
And with who here and on two different occasions to make sure we go in and fix it properly.
Gotcha.
But when somebody's taking old school stuff and then slamming in modern day spam, it's just going to be worse.
Yeah.
But Google does need content. They just don't want fake crud. They want a good user experience and helpful content. And of course, slamming your stuff with bad content is just non-helpful, and you'll literally lose your rankings. So you want to do things like a data pin, which is like we worked on this job right here.
Right.
We literally just worked on replacing this capacitor, cleaning these coils. We're working on this M30 Wi-Fi thermostat. And you talk about all the parts and brands and things, and not only will you eventually get the primary keywords, but you'll get thousands, literally thousands potentially of other keywords that people type in. Half of all search is weird stuff.
And especially with HVAC.
It's
the absolute best for this.
It's the best. It's the best category for it. It works for any contractor, but HVAC has more parts, brands, and situations.
Yeah. And like we've said before, HVAC is unique in that their customers, our clients' customers, often know what the brand is that they've got.
Well, they got a bid. They don't want to pay the price for it.
Right.
And they're like, oh, I thought I could get this done cheaper. They search it. You're the only guy in town optimized for it. So I'll go over this real quick on branded signaling. So a data pen can be done in 90 seconds out in the field or a couple minutes in the office. If you have it on a CRM, and literally when you enter the description, it's unique content that Google loves, the geo-coordinates wrapped in schema saying I was here. So let's say you have 100 reviews, but you've done 2,000 jobs. They see all 2,000 jobs. So if you limp in with your bad website and show them your 100 reviews, you don't know why you don't show up, that's why. So you limp in, you don't limp in, you do a fabulous website, and then you get everyone as a page. Every time I did a job, I toot my horn. The lady said she's going to leave me a review. She did not. But I'm digitally branded, signaling legitimacy of my brand daily, not throwing links out of the country, not throwing in human or AI blog content that nobody wants to read. And now they're seeing where jobs are located that coincide with local search of local people that want my services.
Right.
Now they know I work on 12 different types of thermostats, and people are having problems with them. They know that I work on, repairing this unit, repairing that unit, and that part. All these things can show up, and then that signaling's fabulous and literally is a perfect page of content.
Yeah. And that is the absolute game changer for digital marketing.
It's a game changer, and people that have been with us for, I'll say this out loud, for 5 years, that just because they get a 7-year, 5-year itch want to leave HVAC Webmasters, they dare not, because they know they've got thousands of data pens and they went from one truck to 50.
Yeah.
We didn't raise their price. They're paying the same, and they kick ass entirely. Now, aggressive business guys think this way, by the way. The guy that goes from one truck to 50, he's just the kind of guy that might cancel every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because
every once in a while they
aggressive.
think, I should try something new.
I should do something.
I should do something different.
When I tried these guys,
Or I've outgrown this other guy.
I became a multimillionaire when I tried HVAC Webmasters, and y'all be thinking like, oh, I'd never leave, but that's just the nature of an aggressive businessman sometimes.
Yeah.
We
We get it.
yeah.
We don't like it, but we get it.
Don't like it. Have an off week and a shot of testosterone, and yeah, you're ready to go fight. People don't leave us usually because of that.
Right.
We build companies, and we never take advantage of them. We just build companies. I mean, that is what we do here. I can't guarantee it's going to happen for you or how many keywords are going to show up. I can tell you we've done it for 15 years, and data pens we've had for 5 to 6. When we conceptualized data pens over conversations about the fear of the change in the algorithm 7 to 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it finally changed entirely.
We were talking about it, 8 years ago. Yeah, 9 years, even 9 years ago. It was a consistent topic around the
Content
office
sucks.
of when is this going to change and how are we going to deal with it? Because it's got to change someday.
Right.
Because right now everybody's doing the same crap, and that's usually a sign that change is coming.
Right.
And
96.55% of pages written for the internet are meant to game Google and never read by a human.
right.
So if you wrote a 100-page website, only 3.5 pages are viewed.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Ever.
The only helpful content is 3.5 out of 100. So you guys are paying big money, wondering why stuff doesn't work, because the agencies you're working with don't have tools like data pens, did not spend hours waking up thinking about the problem, did not spend $2 million on tools, integrate it in a perfect agency, and then put it all together into the HVAC Webmasters Marketing Texas two-step. And it's a lot in it. It ain't easy, but it's easy. Because you got to deal with somebody like us that knows what the hell we're doing.
Right.
So, guys, that is it in a nutshell. You can do more, and we will help you learn how to. You want to do a personal brand? You want to do social media? You want to bump this stuff to the next level? You want to get fat and happy and then want more? Fine.
We'll help you do that.
I'll help you do that. We consult our clients as well each month, and that's part of it. We won't do the brand for you from the standpoint of the personal brand. We'll send digital branded signaling that'll knock it out of the park and get you in ranking if you'll work with us a tiny bit, and that just means participating slightly in reviews and data pens.
Right.
The guy who says he won't do that will never show up in ranking.
Yeah.
He'll never show up.
We had one of those recently that he signed up and then he came back and said, I just don't want to do this. And it's like, I flat out told him, I was just like, if you don't do this, there is no marketing without participation now.
Not anymore.
You have to take part. And he was like, well, someone else says they're just going to do everything for me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Call me back in 3 months.
Yeah, the guy that did that. Listen, eventually, I talk about it. I've said some things about every man lately, but every man, every businessman, you better do what you know needs to be done. I don't have to tell you. I need to tell you so that you can sink in what your brain's already telling you.
Right.
You damn well know that you've got to take the gloves off, get serious, and get some help. And the longer you wait, just the longer it's going to take for you.
Right.
If every man did what he knew he should be doing at the time and then listen to someone like us and clued in, this is the light being shown on your path, the one you're supposed to take. You choose to ignore it at your own peril. You feel it. You know you need to do it. All right, guys. Call us when you're ready. Like, subscribe, DM us, ask questions. I don't care.
DM, put questions and comments on this video wherever you see it.
Please do, and we'll be happy to answer some of these in the next one. We'd love to hear from you. Sooner you call us, sooner your life will get better. We'll see you next time.
Take it easy.